Hello students and professor, Jim Zimmerman here, and I was going to do my expo on the test, and I apologize it's a couple days late. I've had some problems with my computer and basically got it up running about 5 minutes ago, so I wanted to do this as soon as possible. What I have done was to bring a summary in my context, which is either going to be Texas history or American history. And what I'd like to do is I want to do a comparison that will take about 45 to 60 minutes each time the classroom participates in this. I thought this was a really neat idea. I talked to some teachers that I work with every day and talked about some of the things they've done. So basically what I did, I incorporated some of the things together, and here's what we came up with. What we want to do is we want to read about how school life was back in the colonial times. And then what we want to do is we want to do a comparison of how things are as of today. What we'd like to do is we'd like to get the kids really involved, and hopefully in their participation is maybe also have them dress as they did back in the colonial days, carry their lunches as they did back in the colonial days. What I'd like to do, I'd like to incorporate 2 or 3 grades, since back in the colonial days they did teaching from 1st grade to 12th grade under one roof. So what I want to do is do all the teachings in one classroom for the entire day and have them stay in the classroom for the entire day. Don't have to worry about recess or anything along those lines, but I'd like to keep the kids in character as long as possible as I could. There is a lot of good websites for the computers out there. The one website that I found a lot of information on is called thehistoryofeducation.com. This website gives you a great depth analysis of different types of things that happened in the past, different types of education that was taking place all the way from elementary school all the way up into college, what was very, very different as it is today. Yes, there were no SATs back in the colonial days, so it was a little easier to get into college, but also college was based on income back then. So if you had the income, you could get into basically any college. It wasn't as much as how smart you were; it was how much money that you had. So what we'd like to do, how I'd like to incorporate this, is say on Monday, I'd like the kids to come in. We all sit down as a group and we read what it would be like to be in a colonial school for the day. The next day is basically get some information on the computer. The website I talked to you about, the History of Education, which is a very good website. Wednesday is to go ahead and prepare items that we would need for the school day. Thursday, I'd like to go ahead and incorporate this starting whenever, say 7:30 in the morning, all the way to 4 to 4:30 in the afternoon, because that's, or excuse me, 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon, because that's basically a typical full day of what the kids did. Have them come in and be in full colonial dress. Even the teacher would be in full colonial dress. It would be a little different because back then there weren't a lot of male school teachers, so that would be something that would be different right offhand. So I would be the teacher in colonial dress. Basically, we would participate the entire day in the same settings as they did back in the colonial days. And then on Friday, what I'd like to do, it'd be a full day of questions and answering and comparisons and contrast. Given the situations for the amount of schooling that would a teacher, school marm would have to teach, you know, from 1st grade all the way to 12th grade, she'd have to be extremely well versed in what she needed to do, and also do the comparisons for the kids, Basically see how they would like, how they think they would have reacted with no iPods, no iPhones, no computers, no television. In most cases, no, the school would be lit by candlelight. The school would be heated by wood stoves. So that would be different as it is compared today. So just, basically take a week to do a comparison on colonial days. And again, this can be done at basically any type of age in the school. I think this is going to be really something that I'd like to try at my school and talk to some of the senior school teachers that are there and see some of the things they've done and see if we could possibly incorporate this. So that's what I am doing for our test, and hopefully this would work out well. If you feel the need, please feel free to go ahead and try this. I'd love to hear your response and your feedback. So take care, God bless, and look forward to the last week of school. Jim Zimmerman signing off. Bye-bye.